The weekend of September 27th and 28th, 2025, New Mexico Railroad Days had its third annual event at the rail yards in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Highlighting the event was AT&SF 2926, the recently restored 484 Northern-type steam locomotive, which was built in May 1944 by the Baldwin Locomotive Works. It was used to pull passenger and fast freight trains mostly through New Mexico until it retired from service in 1953. In 1956, AT&SF donated 2926 to the city of Albuquerque for static display. In 1999, the nonprofit New Mexico Steam Locomotive and Railroad Historical Society purchased 2926 for restoration. In 2021, 2926 was moved under its own power for the first time in almost 70 years. It is the world's heaviest 484 and the sole operating Class 2900 locomotive among the last six in existence. The Society, under the trade name New Mexico Heritage Rail, plans to operate historic rail excursions trains behind 2926 between Albuquerque and Las Vegas, New Mexico, and points west. It was good to meet some people that I only know from social media, such as Anthony Pegler, Dean Flores, Anthony Delgado, and Matt Casford. Gatherings like this are always good meet and greets. When I was at the event 2 years ago, BNSF and Amtrak were also represented, but were noticeably absent this time. New Mexico Rail Runner Express had a train there with some of the representatives, such as Noah Harp, present to talk to guests about the Rail Runner. A mariachi band provided entertainment, although I got there too late to hear them play. An exhibit of classic cars was present and looked sharp. I know they were used in the photo shoot on the Saturday night. Two additional cars were in the consist behind the 2926 tool car. Pine Peak is a historic dorm car that once served on the Santa Fe's Super Chief. It is currently being restored by the New Mexico Heritage Railway. This car and another car, Pine Lodge, were transported to Albuquerque in May 2025 to begin their restoration, with Pine Peak destined to become a crew dormitory for the NMHR and support car for the famous Santa Fe 3751 steam locomotive. After talking to Matt, the engineer, I learned that one of the two old passenger cars would be set out so BNSF could put it back at the Wheels Museum, which is located in the rail yard's property. The other one would be pulled along with the tool car to the restoration site at 8th and Haynes in Albuquerque. The plan was to fire up the engine and switch out the cars and then head to the restoration site after Amtrak 3 departed Albuquerque. Unfortunately, 3 was over an hour late and the weather was closing in, so we headed back to Bernalillo after the switching move. The event is basically a fundraiser for 2926, and the hope is that passenger excursions will someday happen between Albuquerque and Las Vegas, New Mexico, and Albuquerque and perhaps Winslow, Flagstaff, or even the Grand Canyon. Right now, the 2926 has authority to operate non-passenger runs between Los Lunas to the south and Bernalillo to the north. That would be good to get the engine running up to track speed, because up until now, it has run at restricted speed over the short distance between the restoration site and the rail yards. More importantly, in order to get permission to run beyond these points, it is going to require cooperation between the 2926 group, BNSF, and Amtrak. It isn't possible to run a route without a steam-qualified engineer who is also qualified on the route. While the New Mexico Heritage Rail Group has done a wonderful job restoring the locomotive, leadership needs to pivot from restoration to operation and cultivate resources towards that end. Enjoy this video, attend the events put on by the 2926 group, and let's see what happens in the future.